No, 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 no. I absolutely do not believe the story I just received from a viewer of this channel. I'm serious, my friends. I read it once, then I read it again. Then I closed my eyes, took a breath, and thought, there is no way people are still like this. And yet, here we are. So tell me, are you ready for this? Sit down, get comfortable, unclench your jaw, take a deep breath, and prepare your heart, because this story starts with friendship, slowly mutates into convenience, and ends with the kind of silence that echoes louder than any argument. Welcome to Lying Whispers, the place where we gather around emotional chaos like it's a campfire and say, wow, that's messed up. Now do me a favor, grab a coffee and come with me through this absurd story. Stick with me, my friends. This one unfolds slowly, and then hits you all at once.
The friendship that came with a bill. Our protagonist, let's call her Anna, because this could honestly be your sister, your cousin, or painfully you was always the reliable one. You know the type. She showed up on time. She answered messages. She remembered birthdays. She had a job, a budget, and just enough emotional maturity to be dangerous. Anna wasn't rich. She didn't live in luxury, but she was stable. And somehow, that stability quietly turned her into the financial backbone of a friendship she never agreed to sponsor. That's where Maya enters the story. Maya was magnetic. She laughed loudly. She hugged tightly. She had that I've been through so much energy that makes you want to protect her. And mysteriously, she was always broke. Not occasionally broke. Not temporarily broke. Strategically broke. From the very beginning, the pattern was subtle but consistent. Coffee date? Anna reached for her wallet. Lunch plans? Anna covered it. Late night Uber because Maya was too tired? Anna paid, while telling herself it was no big deal. And Maya always said the same thing, with the same tone, the same smile. I'll get you next time, I promise. My friends. Next time never came. When generosity turns into expectation. At first, Anna didn't even question it. She told herself she was just being supportive. Maya's going through a rough phase. Things will balance out. Friendship isn't transactional. All beautiful thoughts. All very mature. All very dangerous when only one person is paying. Because slowly, so slowly, Anna didn't notice paying stopped being a kind gesture. It became the default. Maya stopped pretending to look for her wallet. Stopped saying, "Are you sure?" Stopped offering alternatives. She'd just smile. Relaxed. Comfortable. Like someone sitting in a seat they believe is permanently theirs. And here is where it gets uncomfortable, my friends. Anna started to feel like her value in the friendship was directly tied to her usefulness. Because every time Anna hinted at splitting the bill, Maya changed. Replies got colder. Plans got postponed. Energy shifted. But the moment Anna paid again, oh, Maya was warm, attentive, grateful, for about 5 minutes. Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever noticed how some people are only kind when it costs you something? Yeah, that. The future promises that never cashed. Maya loved talking about the future. Not planning it. Talking about it. When I finally make it in life, everything will be different. When I start earning real money, it'll spoil you. It'll pay you back for everything. Anna listened, nodded, smiled. Because Anna didn't see a manipulator. She saw a friend who just hadn't caught her break yet. And that, my friends, was mistake number one. Time passed. Months turned into years. And payments quietly stacked up. And then slowly but noticeably Maya started to make it in life. A new job. A better paycheck. New clothes. Nicer restaurants. Funny thing, though, Anna wasn't invited anymore. The moment the air changed. One afternoon, Anna did what she always did. She texted first. Hey, wanna grab coffee? Hours passed. Finally, Maya replied. I'm super busy lately. Another time. Another time never happened. A week later, Anna opened social media. And there it was. Maya laughing. Maya traveling. Maya celebrating her new chapter. With new people. People who looked suspiciously financially independent. And just like that, without a fight, without a conversation, without closure, Maya disappeared. No messages. No explanations. No thank you for everything. After years of emotional support, financial help, and unconditional patience, the friendship ended the moment Anna stopped being useful. Let that sink in for a second. When silence becomes a message. Anna didn't react right away. And that wasn't strength. That was shock. She stared at her phone the first few days, expecting a follow-up message. A sorry I've been busy. A we should catch up soon. Nothing came. At first, Anna did what we all do. When we're not ready to face the truth, she made excuses for someone else's behavior. Maya must be overwhelmed. New job, new life, it happens. I shouldn't take it personally. But silence has a way of stretching. And when it stretches long enough, it stops feeling accidental. Days passed. Then weeks. And slowly, the absence started to feel intentional. Erase the part nobody prepares you for, my friends. Being ignored hurts more than being rejected. Because rejection gives you an answer. Silence leaves you alone with your thoughts. And Anna's thoughts got loud. The late-night scroll we all regret. One night late, tired, emotionally vulnerable, Anna did the thing we all pretend we don't do. She scrolled back. Old messages. Old voice notes. Old plans. She wasn't looking for drama. She was looking for reassurance. Instead, she found a pattern. Anna always initiated the plans. Anna always adjusted her schedule. Anna always paid. Maya rarely asked how Anna was doing. Rarely showed up when Anna needed support. That realization hit harder than anger. Because anger means someone wronged you. This meant something worse. Anna had overvalued her place in someone else's life. And that kind of realization doesn't scream. It sinks. The comment that cracked everything open. A few weeks later, Anna went out with coworkers. Nothing fancy. Cheap drinks. Shared appetizers. Laughing about work stress. And in the middle of the conversation, someone said it casually, without malice. By the way, I'm kind of glad you don't hang out with Maya anymore. It always seemed like you were paying for everything. Silence. The kind that fills the room before anyone can stop it. Anna smiled. That polite, automatic smile people use when they're not ready to process something publicly. But inside, something cracked. Because hearing it from someone else confirmed what she had been afraid to admit. It wasn't in her head. She wasn't exaggerating. She wasn't too sensitive. She was being used. The shame no one talks about. Erase the ugly part. Anna wasn't just sad. She was embarrassed. Embarrassed that she had allowed it. Embarrassed that others noticed before she did. Embarrassed that she had confused generosity with loyalty. And let me tell you something important, my friends. Shame is often quieter than anger, but it lasts longer if you don't confront it. Anna replayed every moment she had ignored a red flag. Every time she said it's fine when it wasn't. And for a while, she blamed herself more than she blamed Maya. Which is exactly what people like Maya count on. The unexpected side effect. Then something strange happened. Anna checked her bank account. Not dramatically. Not emotionally. Just realistically. And she noticed something. She had more money. More space. More ease at the end of the month. She wasn't stressed about covering extra expenses. She wasn't budgeting around someone else's needs. And, emotionally, she felt lighter. Not happy, not yet, but lighter. And that's when a new thought crept in, quietly. What if losing this friendship wasn't a loss? That thought scared her. because it meant accepting that what she missed wasn't a person.
It was a role she had been playing.
The realization. Anna hadn't been loved for who she was. She had been valued for what she provided. And once she stopped providing, she disappeared from the story. That realization didn't break her. It woke her up. And just as she started to heal, life, being the dramatic writer it is, decided to bring Maya back. When the past suddenly remembers you, Anna was doing better. Not glowing, healed, Yogatsunrise better, but stable,
Calmer.
less reactive. She wasn't checking Maya's social media anymore. She wasn't replaying old conversations in her head at 3 a.m. She had started to enjoy the quiet. And that's exactly when the message arrived. Random, unannounced, perfectly timed to test her growth. Hey friend, it's been so long. How have you been? Let me tell you something, my friends. There are messages that land gently, and there are messages that hit you in the gut. This one was the second kind. Anna stared at her phone. Not with excitement, not with anger, with recognition. Because when someone disappears without explanation, then comes back casually, it's never accidental. The follow-up that said everything. Anna didn't reply right away. And sure enough, minutes later, the second message arrived. I've been going through a really hard time lately. There it was. The emotional knock on the door. Because here's the thing no one likes to admit. People rarely return when everything is fine. They return when something is missing. Support, attention, resources. Anna almost laughed. Not because it was funny, but because it was predictable.
Maya hadn't changed.
The situation had. The internal war. And this is where it gets tricky, my friends. Because Anna felt the pull. The old instinct to help. To fix. To be the bigger person. A part of her wanted to reply with warmth. With concern. With availability. But another part, the newer, stronger part, asked a dangerous question. Why now? Why didn't Maya reach out when she was thriving? Why only when she was struggling? That question changed everything. The message that took courage. Anna typed. Deleted. Typed again. She didn't want to be cruel. She didn't want to be dramatic. She wanted to be honest. So she wrote, I hope things get better for you. Right now, I can't show up the way I used to. I wish you the best. No emojis. No explanations. No apologies. Just clarity. And my friend's clarity is terrifying to people who rely on confusion. Maya read the message. And she never replied. The truth in the silence. And that silence? It said everything. Because if Maya had come back for friendship, she would have stayed for conversation. But she didn't. Which means Anna's value to her had always been conditional. And once the conditions changed, so did the connection. That realization hurt, but it also healed. The peace that followed. That night, Anna slept deeply. No guilt. No anxiety. No second-guessing. For the first time, she didn't feel like she had failed as a friend. She felt like she had protected herself. And that's something many of us learn too late. The ending no one talks about. There was no dramatic confrontation. No apology tour. No closure conversation. Just distance. And sometimes, my friends, distance is the closure. Anna moved forward. With clearer boundaries. With fewer excuses. With more self-respect. She didn't lose a friend. She lost an obligation. And that's a trade she was finally willing to make. Now, let me ask you honestly. Would you have answered that message? Would you have given them another chance? Or would you have chosen yourself, even if it felt uncomfortable? Comment below. My friends, I need to know what you would do in this situation.